Hi beautiful souls, it's Grada Robertson here in Tasmania at the Purple House, or I'm also called the Purple Lady sometimes, and I'm so happy to see you again after a long, what seems like a long week. And today I want to go back to basics and really start sharing a little bit more about energy work, because energy work or energy healing is something that I've been doing for 20 years now, always with amazing results. It just never ceases to amaze me, and I'm always excited to start my day when I work with clients. When I see, the day before I see the clients and I tune into them, and I'm excited about the changes that are going to happen for my clients. Most of my clients, of course, come to me because they have physical problems, because the truth is we often don't seek help till we have pain in our body or till the wheels come off the cart, and I understand it because I'm the same. And but the beauty about energy work is that not only does it heal the body, and the body benefits greatly, but all other areas of their lives also improve. So for instance, if I see a little child and the child might have, say, a bellyache or allergies or something like that, and then I can clear those allergy problems. But then at the same time, the child goes back to school and it's not bullied anymore, because something in that child has fundamentally changed, and other children at school respond to the change in energy. And so behind everything in our world is energy, because we really only see 1 billionth of our reality. We only see 1 billionth. We only really see the material world, what we call the material world. That's what we can touch, taste, see, hear, smell, and so on. And then, of course, when I do energy healing, and you can do that too, because I'm going to show you something tonight. That's why I'm talking about it, because I want to teach you something and I feel excited about it. So there is a different sense that you can open up and use, and that will really change your whole life, and it will take the struggle out of your life. And it's connected to your intuition as well. So our intuition in our physical body comes through the pituitary gland or the pineal gland. They're really close together. So if you were to drill a hole in your head and one here, and where these points come together, that's your master gland of your body, your pineal gland. Now we do hear a lot of negativity around our pineal gland, and it's all true, by the way, but at the same time I want to do something tonight that will stimulate your pineal gland so it comes on board. So our pineal gland is our direct, you could say, transforming or transmitter or something like that, where we receive information from God or from the universe or from our spirit. And in our society, our pineal gland has been assaulted with like fluoride in the drinking water, fluoride in toothpaste, fluoride in dental work. That's number one toxin for our pineal gland, so it causes it to shrivel up and become calcified. And back in the old days, the ancients, I'm talking about enlightened beings, I guess, or even humanity before we got toxic, their pineal glands were the size of a golf ball, apparently. So when they meditated, and perhaps even their normal natural state as they went through their daily life was probably a meditative state. And so when they meditated, they could do amazing things in their body. They could remineralize their body. They could do remote viewing, and they had telepathic communication with each other, so they didn't need to use language as much, and so on. And now though, like in our day, by the time we're 12, like a 12-year-old child, his or her pineal gland is already calcified, fully calcified. So this leaves us really prone to, that we don't see the trees for the forest. We hear so many stories, and especially in today's world, we get bombarded and assaulted by all the confusion that's happening right now, because old structures are disappearing, and really our lives are never going to be the same again. I don't think they will be, and I think that's a good thing. So yeah, a good thing to decalcify your pineal gland. I actually can't tell you because it's not safe for me to say so. So you can send me a personal message if you want to know what you can do for yourself in the way of supplementing, okay? Something that's really super cheap and super essential. So I can tell you that in private, but we're living in a political, what's the word, environment now where it's not safe for me to share that with you on Facebook. So, but I am going to use energy tonight, which will do the same thing. So there's one thing the government can never take away from us, even if push comes to shove, like it could stop us eating our own vegetables, or it could stop us from supplementing, but it can never it can never stop us from using our own energy for changing our life. So I'm talking about energy for your health, of course, to improve your health. But I want to say to you, if you use energy in one area of your life, let's say you have a headache, you clear it with energy, you will actually find it's also releasing something in your relationship. So you can use energy healing in your relationships or in your money, because everything that we have in our lives, we are in a relationship with, believe it or not. Like you even have a relationship with your bed, right? You hate it or you love it, that sort of thing. So we have a relationship with our money, with our friends, with our enemies, with our pets, with Mother Nature, and what else? With your colleagues and so on. And the most important relationship, though, in your life is your relationship with yourself, okay? With yourself, that's it. So everything else is like a reflection of what's going on inside your body, inside your inner core. Like you could even say you are the photocopy machine, and everything around you in your circumstances is a direct photocopy of what's going on the inside. So what we often tend to do is like we get the photocopy, we think, well, that's bullshit, I don't like it, and we rip it up, and we don't realize that tomorrow the same photocopy will be there. So we're much better off literally changing something inside us. And when I work with clients and I change their energy, everything in their life changes too, instantly. And I want that for you too, so we can do a really, really simple energy exercise in a minute to clear some stresses and blockages. And the beauty about energy is the more you work with it, the more fulfilling it becomes, and the more you realize, hey, I am so much bigger than my body. I am like infinite presence, or you could say I am pure consciousness, because that's really what you are. And I also want to assure you that the energy that comes out of your hands, which is what we're going to do in a minute, is actually unconditional love. So if people say, oh, you should be careful about the energy and so on, there's so many, what's the word? I don't know. People have so many strange and fearful ideas about energy. I'm here to tell you, you don't need to feel anything like that at all, because it's always very, very safe. Okay, so how about I ask you to think of something, just so you get the full benefits. I want you to think of something where you want the energy to be transmitted to in your life. So it can be, it's late tonight, so you might be feeling tired. Maybe you've been feeling tired for a long time. So you could just ask, because this is a wish that I want you to fulfill. So you could be saying, I want to have more energy in my body. I want to feel rejuvenated. I want to feel, or you could say, I want to feel clarity. I want to feel at peace in myself, right? Or you could say, I want to have a better relationship with my friend, or I want to remove some pain in my relationship with my bestie, right? So it doesn't matter, you can think of anyone. I want my mom to feel better, right? If you're worried about a friend or somebody who's sick, we can deal with that. Just anything that gives you pain or discomfort, or any area in your life where you feel like there is scarcity. So there can be your money too, of course. So you can think, I want more money in my bank account, and then you can put a set amount there as well. Because we're living in a universe of abundance. There is so much abundance in our world. And the more you work with energy, the more you manifest, then the more there is to manifest as well. So that's the funny thing about the energy work. It's the opposite to the physical world. So how does that work? Well, if I have a piece of pie, like apple pie, and normally I would say, okay, kids, you have it, so you have the last bits, and then it's gone. But with energy work, you can have the whole pie, and suddenly there's 10 more pies. So that's how it works. The more you use it, the more energy there is for everyone. Also with money, I want to tell you that there is so much money in the world, like in gold, literally, that I heard somewhere every single person in the whole world, like every human being, would have $10 million in their bank if the money was shared out equally. But then the question is, can your nervous system contain that money without blowing it up, right? So what is your capacity to receive and to hang on to blessings and goodness? So that's another really good question for you to ponder over. So as you're listening to me and tuning into me, and I'm tuning into you, my energy is going really, really strong, because I've been working and with energy all day long. So I'm supercharged. I want you to think of something that you really want to change in your life. Close your eyes, really bring it into focus. And you can be greedy, so don't make it small, make it big. Okay, so maybe you want to find a house, a property, you want something to heal in your body, just whatever it is, really focus in on that. Okay, and now I want you to bring your hands together like this and create a ball of energy between your hands, just like what I'm doing right now. And you can, if you feel like nothing is happening, just look at my hands, and you can borrow and steal whatever, share from my ball of energy, which is in between my hands, and it feels very, very intensified, like very focused, and amplified is the word. Okay. So inside my hand is a ball of energy. I've made it small so you can see it, but I actually feel like it's huge, so it's very, very concentrated. And another word for energy, like I said, is pure consciousness, pure, uncontaminated, unconditional love. That's what it is. Okay, so now what I want to do, you can follow what I'm doing. So we're going to squash it up a little bit tighter. So just follow what I'm doing. And then I want you to direct it to your third eye. So I'll do it sideways. And just bring it into your third eye. Take a breath in. And receive that into your body. And you can actually follow it down. Quite often that energy will go down. So I actually want you to connect to the downward flow. So just imagine it's going down in a downward spiral, following the trail past your spine, like your spine, which is straight up and down, and allow that energy now to go down through your body, through your torso, through the center of your tummy, through the groin, down both legs, through your feet, connecting to the center of Mother Earth. In the center of Mother Earth is a beautiful ball, like a crystal ball of light. It's like pure consciousness. It's connecting there. And then allow fresh, beautiful earth energy from Mother Earth to come up through your feet. Remember, energy travels really fast. faster than I can talk. So it's already gone up through your feet, through your knees, into the pelvic area. Just allow it to swirl around in your pelvic area there, because lots of people have issues in their pelvis. If you feel any tension or any resistance, just focus on the out breath. As this energy travels up your body, just allow it to come up and up through the center, down your arms and back into your hands. Now close, and now you have a fresh ball of energy. So here's another energy ball, and it's starting to feel really, really warm. So we've actually opened our third eye, and you can do this every day, and that your third eye, your pineal gland, will start to soften again and grow in size. And so it becomes a good, reliable connection between heaven and earth. Okay, now I want you to think of your original issue. Okay, it's building up. It's really, really building up in my hand. So just do the same and get the energy. You can borrow the energy from me. So whether you want it to go into your bank account, into your relationship with your bestie, into your relationship with self, into a sick person, doesn't matter. Just allow it to do its job. So remember, divine energy has its own agenda. It's like infinite intelligence. And as soon as you think of what you want, it's already gone there. So just allow it to go into the situation that you want to change, or it can be a trigger, like you want to stop being triggered. You're the one that needs to change. Just allow that change to happen. Okay, so when it's done and you feel fully energized, and remember, give yourself permission to be greedy, because there is more where this comes from. This time just allow it to go into your throat. Okay, so the throat, you don't need to touch, it's already gone in there, and it's dropped into my heart, and again it's doing its own work. So the throat is actually our first, how do I say that? I guess spiritual center, because like we have 3 really highly spiritual chakras here, and then our base chakra and so on. The 2 kind of meet each other here, right? So our throat is really, really important tool, because it's about being your authentic self, living your truth, stepping into your joy, following your soul purpose. This is a center of higher expression. So sometimes if you feel that it's blocked here, you can even carry that energy out. So like you cradle the throat chakra energy. Okay, so, or if you feel like, oh, I can never step up and share my truth, I can't, I always shut myself down, I'm not contributing in the conversation, I'm telling too many lies, or I'm not sticking up for myself and so on. You can simply just do this exercise where you support that energy from your throat chakra. So these are just some really quick and simple energy work techniques that are very, very powerful, because it's not complicated. Our world is not complicated. I mean, it seems complex, right? But when it seems complex and difficult, that actually means you are contracted into your ego self. Now, I don't really like to talk about ego much, because our egos get a bad rap. Our egos are here because you're in the body and you're having a human experience, and our egos are working very hard as well to give us a good life, except that our ego is misguided and makes everything complicated and difficult. And so if your life is difficult and you're getting caught up in complexity, I'm just telling you, you're actually caught up in your ego self. So just go back into your body, connect with your spirit. Your spirit is so much bigger, right? Your spirit is infinite, and your body is simply floating around inside your spirit. So you just have to remember, okay, well, this is all getting too difficult and too hard. I just want to do something simple. Go back to your ball of energy, make a ball so that it's coming out of the center of your hand, and just put it in your forehead or into your third eye or into your throat or into your heart. It doesn't matter where you want to put it. And that energy of pure consciousness will show you a simple solution, and it will make you feel calm and confident and secure and all the rest. And we really need these qualities right now just to help our planet and Mother Earth move into the next chapter of our human history. So I hope you really enjoyed this, and it's something you will never get sick of doing. And if you do it every day, you're going to get more and more results. Results are coming faster and faster. It's exciting. You can change every part of your life. You become the creator of your own life. So anyway, I better stop now so you can go and go to bed. So just practice with it. Play with it. It's very safe. You can't do any harm. It's impossible. Like I said, because energy, the divine energy, has its own agenda, and it's always for your highest good, for everyone's highest good. So everyone will better from it, will feel better. And the more you do it, the more at home you feel in your body, the less judgmental you become of yourself as well. So that's really great as well. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you need any help, come and see Pete and me. And perhaps one last thing that I wanted to say, that I'm planning to do some workshops at some point in the future. I'm a bit hazy about that, but I have got some complete workshops written, ready for me to do classes. I'm just not sure when would be a good time to run those classes, or whether to do them over Zoom, or whether I will do them from my home, or whether to do them over a weekend or over like 16 weeks or something like that, just one morning a week. So if you have any ideas, help me out and let me know what sort of workshop style you would prefer. I would be really grateful if you could give me some feedback on that. Okay, thank you, everyone. Stay safe and be happy in yourself, and love yourself too. Big love from me. Bye bye, everyone.